Hi everybody and welcome back to our kitchen. I'm Lauren and this is Emily and we're two of Festival's mealtime mentors. And today we're sharing a better for you take on traditional fish fry.
Yeah, that's right. We're working with wonderful pistachios to bring you a pistachio crusted cod with red onions and kale. It's a mouthful, but it's delicious.
Yes, we are really excited about this recipe, primarily because of our Heart Smart star of this recipe, which is the pistachios. So as Emily mentioned, we're working with wonderful pistachios, and one of the reasons that we love pistachios is that they're very good for us. So they're a good source of fiber, a good source of protein, and actually over 90% of the fats found in pistachios are the good unsaturated fats.
And I love pistachios not only because they taste great, but they also come in a fun color. They're both green and kind of a purpley red, and that's because of the antioxidants that are found in the nut. So one of those great snack items.
Yeah, and speaking of snacks, pistachios are actually one of the lowest fat, lowest calorie nuts. So you can actually have about 30 pistachios for 100 calories.
So it's great if you like to eat a lot like we do.
Yes, and you can buy the pistachios found in the shells, but today we're using the unshelled because we're using them in a recipe. So it helps cut out some of that prep time where these are already ready to go.
So should we get started on our sheet pan meal today?
Yes, definitely.
So we just have our cod here already. We're using cod today as our lean protein source. But then we're going to add our vegetables, which I mentioned we're using kale and red onions. So I'm just going to go ahead and place some of this on here.
And the beauty of sheet pan meals, and this might be new to you, but sheet pan meals is kind of a new phenomenon. And it's awesome because everything is going to cook on this pan in the oven at the same time. So our oven is ready. It's preheated to 450 degrees, and this is going to cook for about 10 to 12 minutes. And because we're using fish, it cooks a little bit quicker, which is a great thing about using fish. But that means we kind of have to strategically pick out what types of vegetables we're going to use. So we chose a dark leafy green like kale and then some red onion because this will also cook quickly. So something that takes a little bit longer to cook, say a potato or a sweet potato, that might be better for another source of protein like chicken that it's going to take a little bit longer to cook in the oven.
And I love sheet pan meals because they're super simple to clean up, too. You just
have
the one pan.
And we lined this with aluminum foil, so really, we don't really have a lot to clean up at all. We're going to take the foil off, throw it away, maybe wash the pan a little bit, but no scrubbing or soaking or anything like that, which is awesome.
Now I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of olive oil and add some salt and pepper for flavor.
And these are just going to, the salt and pepper is just going to bring out all these good flavors, not adding a ton, just a little bit.
All right.
Perfect. So next we can get started on our crust, which is going to be delicious. So of course we have our pistachios. And then we're adding in 1 clove of garlic, give it a nice little flavor. And then we've got some parsley.
Adds a nice fresh flavor. And not only can you use this crust for cod like we're doing today, but you can also use it for salmon, maybe tilapia, chicken would all be good. The cooking times may take a little bit different depending on the protein source you use, but it all tastes great.
Perfect. All right, we're going to start some So we did it just a little bit, and what I'm going to do next is I'm going to let it go again, but I'm going to add in our olive oil slowly through our food processor. Take a peek here.
It's looking really good.
Yeah, I think it's ready to go. So you could definitely puree this until it's a lot thinner consistency, but if you don't mind it with a little bit of pistachio kind of chunks in here, that works perfectly fine. I love the colors too, like you mentioned before with the antioxidants and the pistachios.
Pistachios and this crust really make it look like an elegant meal, but it's really not that hard to make.
Yeah, and we're adding it to a white fish, which has a little bit more of a, I don't want to say bland flavor.
More a neutral flavor.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so we have our crust on all of our fish, so we're ready to pop this in the oven.
Go ahead and do that.
So as I mentioned before, we're at 450, a very high heat, but this is only going to cook for about 10 to 12 minutes, and then we'll be ready to eat. So it's been about 12 minutes that this cooked for, and as you can see, it looks awesome. The crust is nicely baked on top of the fish, and then we've got our kale and our red onion that have kind of charred nicely too.
Smells delicious. I wish you all could smell it. So the last step of this is just adding a little bit of fresh lemon juice.
And this honestly makes all the difference. Just a little bit of lemon gives it so much flavor and a nice kind of contrast into the flavors too. Lemons on the fly. All right, Emily, are you ready to taste this? I'm going to serve you up some. I'm going to get this. This fillet looks really nice.
Looks delicious.
Yay. Get some greens on there too. There we go.
Oh, looks so good. Can't wait to try it. Thank you.
Yeah, dig on in.
Let's just try a little bit of this.
It smells so good, that lemon.
So good.
Good?
Delicious.
Wonderful. Well, we hope you give this Heart Smart recipe a try.
For more resources and recipes from your mealtime mentors, visit festfoods.com.